Hi everyone, this is Ron with Northern Sky Lighting. In this video, I'm going to discuss saving scenes, configuring some of the live mode buttons as well as in the base user interface, these 10 buttons right here. So right now I'm configured to a bunch of elements in the background. And if you see, I saved these effects down here, cane, drip, expander. So over here on cane, if you look, it's actually saved to cane and wheel. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that. So we're going to go to cane, and I'm going to unselect wheel and just make it saturated. So right now it's saved to cane blue. I'll turn the speed up a little bit. So right now on all neck units, you'll see that you can configure multiple effects to be saved in an individual scene, but in this particular case we're just worried about saving a single scene. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and save scene. So this scene name I want to save as a new scene. Now I just want to save it as cane blue and simply click save here. So we'll discuss in other videos about audio, but there's a way that we can actually save an audio file and have it play audio and an effect at the same time. But for now, we're just going to save the scene that we created back here on the user interface, and my scene is now saved. So this button here, I'm going to press and hold, and then I'm going to look for my scene that I just saved that was cane blue. Color. Now I'm just going to select dark blue, and we're going to rename it cane blue. I'm going to save the button. Now if you see, it didn't save the new button's color, so I'm going to just go back up here and click refresh, and then there we go. There's cane blue now. Now I'll go to drip, try another effect, and then if I go back to cane blue there, it'll bring cane blue up. Another thing you can do down here on this mode button, we'll enter live mode. So this gives you 90 areas where you can save effects. Like if I go to these different effects, these are just individual previously saved effects, and the same thing applies. So we'll just press and hold the scene. We're going to go to cane blue. Color, I'm just going to label it, do it blue, and we're going to name it. So where it says label, that's what this box text will say. So I'm in a habit of always labeling the buttons, whatever the scene name is. So again, I have to come up here after I saved it, hit refresh, and then press the mode button twice. So there's cane blue. I can go over here to glow wheel, and jump up, and I'll double check. Now another thing when saving scenes, I'm going to go back here, and there's a button up here that says scenes. A good way to test if what you saved is correct is to come back here to your scene list manager and recall the effect. So we got to go back up here to cane. So here's cane blue, and we're able to confirm that yes, that was cane blue and that is saved properly. So you can create an effect, you can change, make an alteration, and then the effect that you create, you can save the scene. Once you save the scene, then you can relabel and color or change your text on these buttons here. So it gives you a quick access to them, and here you can save 10, and on the live mode page you can save 90. Now there's another way as well where you can create custom user interfaces. The custom user interfaces will utilize these 10 buttons here. For example, I'm going to show you a quick interactive user interface that I actually use myself. So if I go to my admin page, I can select use custom UI, and I can save my settings. Now the bottom buttons that were underneath the sliders, they're configured for this. The first 9 buttons are used on this user interface that I'm going to jump into and show you. We don't need to restart that. So I'll just go, now I have an option to go to UI or go to custom UI. Now due to that, I have this custom UI checkbox, and I actually have the URL listed. And if you noticed when we started, this box was pink and it was playing Kane or a different effect. Well, this custom user interface, when you log into the address, this particular interface doesn't allow you to get to the admin page. So this is more for a user interactive display that has limited options, less things that people can kind of mess with or kind of break. So here it just limits us to 9 effects with the option sliders. So I can go to color wheel and then still use flashes. But if I wanted to go to a saturated color and I want to make them all the same color, I can still do that. So there's colors 1 and 2. So that's just a quick, brief description of saving scenes and some of the things that you can do with more advanced features, and even getting into some of the custom user interface options that we can help any user create. These can be set to an iPad on a kiosk or a touch screen, or even if it's just from a phone that a user could create perimeter lighting around a shopping center. It's a way to simplify the tools for a user at the end level to better understand. Or if you're looking for something more interactive, you can use almost something like live mode, where you can have moving head fixtures, floodlights, and that kind of thing, even attached as well as just RGB pixels. So you're not really limited to any specific type of product. You can also control basic LED strings, or the options are pretty much limitless. If you have a DMX compatible device or ArtNet compatible device, we have a way to communicate to it. And then even if it's not DMX compatible, like a string of LED, a red string of lights and a blue string of lights, we have some ways that we can communicate to even something as simple as those through this same interface. Hopefully this was a little bit of a help, and if you have any other questions, check out our other videos or reach out to us and let us know. We can be happy to help.